Well, I want to let you know it's been kind of a crazy week, but that shouldn't surprise us. Welcome to Perkstream for April 7th, 2021. Hey, welcome back to the gazebo. I'm looking forward to sitting down with you today and talking a little bit more about our following Jesus, immersing ourselves in his life, and what that means for us as the congregation at Perk. So, welcome here with your coffee or whatever other drink you might be drinking right now. On today's Perk Stream, we're going to look at the first of 5 practical steps that we can take in our discipleship journey. And then also, as we talk a little bit about Sunday, I'll let you in on some of our plans again for this Sunday as we celebrate the ministry and the impact of Charlie and Janet Ness on the life of Perk and beyond. So thanks for being here for that. Being a disciple of Jesus, I've been defining that as sharing the life of Jesus or sharing in the life of Jesus so that we can share the life of Jesus with others. That's really become important to me because it has to do with this relationship that we have to Jesus that isn't just Jesus telling us what to do, it's Jesus pouring his life into us. And he's doing that through his Holy Spirit, and he's doing that through our immersing ourselves in his story. And by doing that, and by truly grasping what it means to know Jesus, to know him, then we can live out his life. And so the question really does become for us, well, how do we do that? And I've encouraged us to immerse ourselves in the life of Jesus by getting into the story, going through the Gospels, reading them through, maybe reading them through 2 or 3 times, just to get a really good grasp of what it means to be in the Jesus story. And then letting his life shape us. If we're going to take his words seriously, if those words that he spoke and the words about his actions tell us anything, it gives us direction as to how we are to live, right? So we want to do things that reflect the life of Jesus. So as we're immersing ourselves in the life of Jesus, there are some things that we can do, begin to do, that reflect that story. You might remember when we looked at this book, Surprise the World, by Mike Frost. And one of the things that he talks about in this book is learning how to bless people. Now, bless is one of those church words. We don't use it much in other places. We probably don't have many coworkers who look at us and go, "You are such a blessing in my life." If you do have coworkers like that and they're not Christians, then it's amazing because it's just not a word that we use. But here's something interesting about the word bless that Michael brought out, and that was that to bless means to strengthen the arm of. And the word that it came from, it means to basically build a person up. What a great idea. If you want to hear more about that, I've put a link here on the video that shows you where to go and listen to Mike Frost kind of unpacking that idea. But can you imagine for a moment that basically what you do to encourage another person, to bless them, as we say, is really, it's there to build them up. Doesn't that sound just like Romans 15:2? Each of us should please our neighbors for their good, to build them up. Now, when Paul wrote that, he wrote it as an encouragement to people who had certain freedoms and then other people who didn't have those freedoms. And he wanted people to be very aware of not using their freedoms to tear somebody down, but to use their freedom to build people up. So he was asking them to bend their efforts to strengthening people's lives. So what can we do then to bless others, or to do what Dave and John Ferguson, who wrote this word or this book called Bless, in it, their BLESS, one of their S's is to serve. So how can we do that? Well, here's a real simple way. If you see a need, fill a need. Now, I'm totally ripping off my friend Rick Bartlett, who uses that tagline for his master's program at Tabor College. But what he basically says is this is really the most simple way to bless a person, and that is, if you see a need in a person's life and you have the ability to meet that need, fill it. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be big. It just needs to be something that you do to bless them, to strengthen their arm, to help give them, if you will, a push-up. This month I was reminded that Dayspring Card Company, it's National Write a Card or Letter Month. Now some of us are much better at this than others, and this is obviously an art that has died away in many ways. But you know, I've really enjoyed being able to do this as one way of blessing people, and that is just trying to find some words from my heart to your heart. You get them with the birthday cards and anniversary cards, but I'm trying to find other ways to do that as well, because that's just it's now almost a unique way of building somebody up, because they're holding your words in their hands. And what I want to encourage you to do is see these as habits that you can build. They're not just these little things that you do every once in a while and go, oh, well, I just hope that did some good, but rather you just get into the habit, the rhythm of saying, you know what, if I see a need, I'll fill a need. I can write a card, I can drop a line, I can send a text or email, and I can know that by doing that, I am blessing somebody, I'm strengthening somebody's arm. So, bless. We're going to follow Mike Frost's Surprise the World form. He uses bells. It's almost the same set of acronyms, the same set of words, and I just wanted to start with bless today, let you know that one way we can be demonstrate our following of Jesus is by learning to bless. So find somebody to bless this week, and then make it a habit from this week going forward. This Sunday, we're going to bless Charlie and Janet for the many ways they have blessed us. We're going to hear this Sunday from Bob Stevenson from Monte Maria Church. Janelle Ferentz and I are going to lead in worship together. We're going to honor the Lord, because that's what we do when we gather for worship. And we're going to appropriately honor Charlie and Janet and the place that they have in our life. We will be at the building. We will be inside the building, but we need you to know something. Given the surge in cases that we had, I know that there'll be a number of people who won't come. But for those of us who do come, please know that we need you to bring your mask and wear your masks throughout the service. I know some of us have taken to not doing that. There's a really good reason for us now to be wearing those masks, because we are trying to actively keep any more outbreaks from happening among the congregation. So please be prepared to wear your mask. Later in the afternoon, we're going to be out at the Butter Valley Gulfport, and we're going to celebrate Charlie and Janet with an open house. You can bring your greetings, pick up a dessert, share some time with them, and then also, if you want to bless them, we're putting together what we call the nest egg. And that's supposed to help Charlie and Janet with other things that they're still involved with in ministry. And so you can make a check out to Perkstream Mennonite Church as a gift. Just put nest egg in the memo, and that will go to the ministry fund that is being developed for Charlie and Janet. Well, hey, thanks for coming to the gazebo today. Thanks for being here. It's a beautiful day outside, and obviously a harbinger of, not a harbinger, that's a bad thing, maybe just a good sign of things to come as the weather gets better, that we are able to get out, get around. But thanks for joining me here, and thanks for hearing and listening about how you can be a blessing to others. And being a blessing to others is one way we demonstrate we are followers of Jesus. God bless you. Have a great day.